there's grass under the tram tracks. Grass. It's just this random patch of grass. What? We are here at the Genbaku Dome at night right now. It's all lit up. This is the atomic bomb dome. You can see this mangled staircase right here. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, but then again, we're coming back in the daytime. We just really wanted to see it at night because it's, I don't know, it feels, I think it'll definitely feel different between the day and the night and how it's kind of lit up here, and you kind of can, I don't know, there's something about night and ruins when you kind of feel, I know this sounds a little like hocus pocusy, but you can kind of feel the spirit that used to belong here. Just because thinking so many years ago what this whole place was, it wasn't this. I mean, these trees, these were trees that were moved here after the bomb. And so you think that this is the only thing left from that time because everything else here had to be rebuilt. And so even though Hiroshima is all new and changed and there's new technology, there's still this, at least this one piece here, this one piece of history that they can still hold on to and remember everything. Not just the bomb, but everything of their history. They can be reminded of it with this, and I think that's rather beautiful. This is what it originally looked like, and this was the Hiroshima Prefectural Commercial Exhibition Hall. This is before and after. It was pretty much the only thing left standing, and it's gone through about 3 different not reconstructions, because it is still standing as it is, but they've reinforced it 3 different times right now. We are back at the Genbaku Dome in the morning now. Now it's daylight, so we can see it a little bit better, even though it's very well lit at night. So let's take a look here. You can see definitely a lot more detail of the destruction, and there's even like all of the rubble, which we couldn't really see last night, on the ground. It's kind of strange to think about how all these pieces on the ground were once a part of this building, of the structure. You can see the mangled stairwell a lot clearer here. Just all of the scorch marks and the fire and the heat of the bomb. These are some fragments of roof tiles that were hit by the heat rays. Almost 2,000 to 4,000 degrees Celsius. Almost looked like there were seashells on it. So just behind the atomic bomb building, Genbaku Dome, it's right back there, is another memorial for more than 3 million students over 12 years old who were mobilized for labor services. And because of that, more than 10,000 students were killed. This is the tower that was erected in their honor. If you ever want to make 1,000 cranes, this is how you line them all up. You can stack them on top of each other like this. These girls are sewing, and it's kind of hard to see some of it. We've arrived at the Peace Memorial Park. So the park is right over here. Peace Park, as you can see, was established to comfort the victims of the atomic bombing, or the souls of the victims of the atomic bombing, and to pray for everlasting world peace. This is the monument for the children who died, and if you guys know the story of the 1,000 Cranes with Sadako Sasaki, this is inspired by her. He contracted leukemia after suffering from the radiation of the bomb, which unfortunately did kill her, but this is how the whole story of the 1,000 Cranes, to get a wish. So she didn't complete the 1,000 Cranes, but after she died, the kids in the hospital, they've completed it for her and started the entire monument and story of completing 1,000 cranes. So you can actually ring the bell right there. Within the park, there is the atomic bomb memorial mound, and inside the mound are tens of thousands of the big victims of the bombs. Their ashes have all been laid to rest here. You can see that people come here and they would burn, I think this is where they would burn incense for them and light candles probably as well. Nothing's here right now except for there's flowers in the back here. But I think the flowers are always here. The school trip must be going on right now. This is the Bell of Peace. A group of children just came here and rang the bell. I think they did a small prayer. This is the most almost overwhelming view of the atomic bomb dome, because you have this ruin here and then right behind it are these modern buildings. And so it's just this piece of history that is unchanging, unlike the rest of the world, which is constantly changing. This right here will remain, hopefully, forever. So we have a piece of our history that we can hold on to, and something that will stick around to remind us of our past, both great in the sense of good and evil. We've now reached the hall of the Hiroshima National Park Peace Memorial Hall for the atomic bomb victims. That's this right over here. It says, if you can't read it, mourning the lives lost in the atomic bombing, we pledge to convey the truth of this tragedy throughout Japan and the world. Pass it on to the future, learn the lessons of history, and build a peaceful world free from nuclear weapons. And the clock, you see the clock there, is in the shape of 8:15, which is when the bomb was dropped. These are pieces of rubble that have been scattered around the fountain. So we're going into the Hall of Remembrance, for recollection of the victims, prayer for the peaceful repose of their souls, and contemplation of peace. Oh, sorry, I couldn't film. No filming, no cameras allowed. I'm going to describe to you what just happened in there. When you enter this room, it's huge, and all around the sides, completely around a 360-degree mural, basically, of the destruction. So it shows you the Genbaku Dome, and it shows you all of these areas. There's a fountain which mimics the fountain we saw out here. It's another one. It's a different style, but it mimics the 8:15 clock. And then there's seats at there's like a few pillars down there, and there's a seat at every pillar. And when I went down there was like 4 other people who were sitting there. You can sit in complete silence, and it's the Hall of Remembrance. So you think about it, you can pray, just talk in your head. Now we've arrived at the Memorial Museum. So let's take a look. It is only 50 yen. Cuties, I have just come out of the museum. Hope you enjoyed looking at those artifacts and photos. There's a lot of people in there. Now I'm gonna head back to Fukui. So, gotta find my trains and stuff. But if you have any further questions, comments, you can leave them down below or on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. You know, the usual. And I will see you next time. Bye! Alright, so on Facebook, Zachary Kilo, I think that's how you say your name, but Zach asked me to dedicate a rock to him, find a rock and dedicate it to him. So, Zach, this is your rock, and we're going to place it right here by this tree in the Peace Park. I'm in the Peace Park. So we're going to place it right there. There is your rock, Zach.